Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited to talk about the Natasha Denona High Glam Powder Foundation. This is the brand new powder foundation on the market and I am just squeaking with joy because I love powder foundations and I've been waiting for companies to come out with powder foundations again. I'm so sick and tired of just liquid launches and cream blushes and cream bronzers. I want powder foundation, especially because a lot of companies got rid of their powder foundations or they changed the formula. So I was extremely excited about this. I got two colors. The two colors I picked up were Y5, Y7, and Y8, Y9. They're very similar. The components are actually pretty beautiful. This kind of soft, velvety, smooth component. It has your mirror up top. It has the product as well here. And then underneath has like the specialty kind of sponge. I think the sponge is more for like touch-ups. And it has a little air hole vents for your sponge in there as well. I don't really think that particular sponge is great for putting the powder foundation on, but I do like that it comes in the compact if you want to travel with it. So this color is Y5, Y7. And then this one is Y8, Y9. Hold them up next to each other so you guys can see. It's a very subtle difference. There's not a whole heck of a lot of a difference. I can actually wear both of these colors, but I think I'll swatch them both on my face as well so you guys can kind of see. But let's go over the details about this product. This product has 12.5 grams. It's $55, so that's actually pretty reasonable for a powder foundation, just so you guys know. Bare Minerals had like 9 grams. Lauren Geller's has 10 grams. Lancome has the most at 19 grams. So it's very moderate as far as grams go for this. I think 12.5 is pretty reasonable. It is $55, so it's a little more expensive, but I do think that you're getting a decent amount of grams, so you shouldn't be too worried about that. What else it says about this product, that there's 36 shades. Again, I picked up 2 shades, but when I did like the quiz on their website, it gave me like 2 different crazy colors based off of colors I've worn before. So I looked at the pictures and based it off of like the models more than what they suggested, just because it didn't seem right the color they suggested. Also, if you get a chance to see this in person, I think that would be best because there is 36 shades. Trying it on is always the best, but I wanted to get this review out immediately as soon as it came out because I love powder foundation and I had to test it. It says that it has blurring flex technology. It makes you poreless. It helps with oil control. It's medium coverage. It's silky, hydrating. It's in between a matte and natural finish. It's lightweight. It is also free of parabens, fragrance, mineral oil, talc, microplastics, and D5. So if any of that is important to you, that is basically like what's free of in this particular product. So let's do some swatches on my face. I'm going to just go in with my finger here and we're going to go into 5Y, Y7. And we're just going to kind of do it across my face so you can see it. Blends in pretty good, I have to say. And then I'm going to do the Y8, Y9. Next to it. So it's a super subtle difference. I think I could wear either or. It's just preference. I think I'm going to just go with the Y5, Y7 color today, but I definitely think I could wear either or. In my opinion, I feel like oddly enough that the Y5, Y7 actually looks darker on my face than the Y8, Y9. Not really sure why there, but it's just projecting that way, at least to me and on my camera. I already have concealer on. If you guys are curious about my concealer, it's the Natasha Denona N7 concealer. And then, of course, the Faux Filter Peach Corrector from Huda Beauty. So I'm going to put this powder foundation on a couple different ways just so you guys can see it. My preferred method is usually sponge, but I am going to try it today with the Bare Minerals Core Coverage Brush, which is kind of a flat top kabuki style brush, just to kind of see the coverage that I'm getting. The brush works very nice, very quickly. Gives you a very like soft focused look, which is nice. Very, very fast with the brush. The brush is probably the fastest way to put this product on. The sponge, in my opinion, takes a little bit longer, but I feel like the sponge gives a really pretty blurred effect. So that's just one coverage with the brush. I'm gonna go back in here and do my second coat, and then I'm gonna move on to the actual sponge. So as you can see, it looks really beautiful on my face. The color is reasonable. It doesn't look too bad here. I am in kind of transition of colors where I'm, you know, every day I'm changing color, so to speak, with all of my time on the nature trail. So I am changing color rather quickly. So keep that in mind. I might be close to this shade today, but I might be a different shade next week. So now I'm gonna go in with that sponge just so you guys can kind of see the difference. The sponge gives a lot more coverage right off the bat, but as you blend it out, I mean, I'm still gonna need 2 coats just so you guys can see the difference. I like both application methods. It's just preference really and which way you wanna wear it and use it. It claims medium coverage. I would say light to medium. It's definitely buildable to medium for sure. But I have to, you know, obviously do 2 coats for my liking, to get it to be where I want it to be. But as you can see, it looks pretty similar, both application methods. You obviously do whichever you like. I do not really care for the sponge inside of the product. I think it's great for like touch-ups or spot concealing with it, but not fabulous for daily application. So this feels weightless, like there is no weight to it. It feels like nothing's on my face. When you touch the powder itself, it's super soft and velvety. All right, guys, with the power of YouTube, all my makeup is on. I'm gonna kind of get in a little closer for you guys so you can really see my skin. This thing is flawless. It's not picking up on any texture. It looks velvety soft, and it just kind of has this like almost airbrushed quality to it. It's definitely blurring. If you've seen my videos before, you definitely know that I have texture and that I have larger pores and that I've got scarring and some pigmentation, all those things. Definitely think this is light to medium coverage. It can definitely be buildable to medium. I don't think it's like true full coverage. Also too, I wouldn't want a powder foundation that's full coverage. It just looks a little funky that way. But I wanted to show you guys before I sprayed myself with makeup setting spray. I always set my face with makeup setting spray. With this powder foundation, 100%, I do not need to do that as far as how it looks on my face. It does not look powdery at all, but I like to set it just for longevity. I did test this in reasonable heat and hiking and all day. So I got easily 10-hour wear, no problem, no issues, no cracking, no flaking, no melting, no patchiness, nothing. And I loved it. That's the long story short. I love this. I definitely think this is something you guys should pick up. It is $55. I know that seems expensive. But again, let's just kind of talk about the fact that it has 12.5 grams, which is pretty good. My Jane Iredale, which is like my go-to product, is 9.9 grams. And I think that's like $45 if I remember correctly. The Lancome, you get the most product, but I think that's kind of the same price point, $55, $60. Has 19 grams. Just to compare it with some other inexpensive stuff like Glam, you're getting 11 grams. Bare Minerals, you're getting 9 grams. And then Estee Lauder, you're getting 12 grams. So I think the amount of product you're getting for the money is good. So keep that in mind. What I would say it's most like is in between, if I had to say, the Makeup Forever, the Velvet Matte original formula and the new formula. The new formula is like so velvety soft and kind of it creases a little bit on me. And then the original formulation was a little more, it's still velvety, but it had a little more of a drier texture. I would say the Natasha Denona is right in between that because it's super velvety, but it doesn't crease at all on me, and it doesn't add any like weight or texture. So I kind of think that if you liked the Makeup Forever Velvet Matte formulas, either one of them, you're gonna love, love, love this product. I already love this product and I'm enjoying it so much, and I highly recommend it. I am so thankful that Natasha Denona is making a powder foundation. Thank you for making something that I can actually wear. Liquid foundation is not my jam. I do not like it. It does not look good on my skin, and I think it's amazing that we are moving towards powder foundations with companies. Every company should have a powder foundation. If you have a liquid foundation, you should have a powder foundation, and that's just how it should be. I really think that Natasha Denona is doing everything right now. I love the High Glam concealer. I know when I first tested it, I did not like this, but the more I've played with it, the more in love with it I have become. Once I learned and changed the things that I was using with it, it became a beautiful product for me. And this is a wonderful standout concealer, probably the standout concealer out of all the ones I've tried. So I've already loved Natasha Denona's eyeshadows. She's been killing that game for a long time, so it's great to see her complexion products do as well. And this powder foundation is amazing. If you have not tried it, I highly, highly recommend you try it. I also think this would set makeup beautifully if you're not someone who wants to wear it as powder foundation. But yes, I'm just super excited to see another powder foundation, and I want more companies to do this, and I am so excited to be able to review new powder foundations for you, especially since a lot of companies got rid of theirs. Urban Decay got rid of theirs, Cover FX changed their formula, Makeup Forever changed their formula, Bare Minerals changed their formula. Sometimes changing the formulation does not make the product better, and in most cases I have found it doesn't make it better. It's either fine, but typically I ended up liking the original formula better, so it's nice to have more options. I was feeling a little trapped in the powder foundation world where my ride or die was only Jane Iredale, and that's pretty much the one I was wearing the most and my only choice. I've also used the Lauren Geller as well. That was okay, and I like it fine, but again, the color range was in between. And I've always liked the Lancome, the dual finish has been great. They've got great color range and you get tons of product with it. Even though it is on the more expensive side, you're getting double the amount of product than any other powder foundation, so keep that in mind. But the Natasha Denona is just a very special product. I think it looks beautiful. I think it wears beautifully, and it's a must try. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I post a new video every Tuesday, and the description box will always be my Instagram for daily posts, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.